Hello everyone, welcome to You Can Automate. We are going to learn about pop-ups. What is it? Pop-up is nothing but an alert box which comes on website whenever you do some actions. It can be a pop-up for error messages, it can be a pop-up for entering some of the tags, it can be pop-up for asking some of the details from user. There can be n number of pop-ups. So in during automation we need to handle different kinds of pop-up, right? So because during automation we may get different types of pop-up and we need to handle that and go forward with our scenario. So how do we handle that? So in WebdriverIO there are different ways to handle it. Okay, let's see that. Before going into the automation, let's see how does it look like. Okay, so for example, this is my website here. Okay, and here I'm not entering any password, I'm just entering a username. Okay, username, I'm entering some username, and without entering password I'm clicking on sign in button. So it should give me some of the window that please enter your password, correct? This is my pop-up. I need to handle this pop-up and move forward with my use case. How do I do that? Okay, first let's create one of the new test case for this, and then we'll go forward. Okay, I'm into a project, I'm clicking on new file here, pop-up, pop-up, test in .js, right? So here I'm going to write a describe first. This is my scenario, and describe to handle pop-up in WebdriverIO. Okay, as this is a async function, I'm going to add async here. Open the bracket, then open the flower bracket here, and inside this I'm going to write a test case name to login with Rediff, login into Rediff mail and enter password. To login into Rediff mail and validate pop-up. Okay, this is my test case. Okay, here this is also async function. I'm going to add async. Okay, flower bracket. Okay, then first thing what I need to do, I need to launch my browser.url, and inside this I'm going to provide the entire website address here. So here we have just written a statement to launch particular URL. Now we need to inspect the particular username field and enter some value into that. So if you inspect this particular username field, this is your ID. Okay, I'm going to use CSS locator here. So I'm going to say that, okay, I'm going to type await dollar, and within single quote you just provide this particular value, and as it is ID I'm going to add a hash symbol here. Then I need to enter some value for this, that is set. Okay, here I'm going to add some value for this, that is a set value equals to, within the code you can just say you can automate. Okay, here I'm going to add some particular value into this. Okay, and here once I enter the value inside the username field, I need to click on sign in button. So now I need to inspect the sign in button. So after inspecting this sign in button, I have a class value here. I can use directly class value, right? What I'm going to do here is in the next line, await dollar within single quote, put a dot as it is a class value. Directly I'm going to click on it so that I'll get a pop-up. Okay, now to have the pop-up on the place, now we will wait for some time, that is browser dot pause some 2 seconds. Let me make it as 3 seconds, right? Now the pop-up has triggered. Now I need to access this pop-up. After clicking sign in button, I'll be having this particular pop-up. Now I need to handle this pop-up, or I need to access this particular text from this particular pop-up. How will I do it? Is in WebdriverIO we have something called browser.getAlertText. Okay, let's see that how will I use this. Assume that I want to print this console.log await browser dot get alert text. By using get alert text, we can print the text which is displayed on pop-up. Okay, now the text got printed. Now if I want to click OK on that particular button, in our case we have a pop-up and now we need to click on OK of that. How will I do? Await browser dot accept alert. Accept alert is a method in WebdriverIO which we use to handle particular pop-ups. If I want to click particular OK button in the pop-up, then I use directly accept alert. Okay, so this is a way of handling a pop-up. Okay, npx wdio run wdio.conf.js, and as we discussed in the previous video, if I want to run specific spec file in the framework, then I need to mention that spec. I need to mention the path of the test file, that is dot/test/specs, right? And after that, what is the file name? That is popup test.js. Okay, let's see what happens now. It is launching the browser, entering the you can automate username and printing the alert text. If you see here, alert text got printed here without any issue and test case got passed. I want to extend a little bit this particular test case to have the assertion also. What is the assertion? The assertion which we have seen in the previous video, that is a chai assertion. I want to add it here to have the validation. What I'm going to do here is, first I'm going to have the char import. Let's go to previous test case and have this import, that is char import. Okay, and I'm going to add that particular char import in the beginning of a test case. Then I'm going to have one variable called alert message. In the variable I'm going to have a value called whatever the value which I have taken from this particular console. Okay, now I'm going to add assertion. What is that assertion? Expect child await browser dot get alert text, right, to dot to dot equal what it should be equal to this particular message, the variable which we have saved here. Okay, and that's it. So I'm going to comment this particular line. This is not required now, right? So I'm going to run this again. Let's see whether our assertion gets passed or failed. It is launching the website, entering the username there. If you see this test case got passed. That means that this particular assertion what we have done, that is worked fine, right? Now I want to add one more assertion for alert box, whether alert box is displayed or not. What is that assertion? Expect child. Inside that I'm going to mention await browser dot alert open. Alert open is a method which will tell us which will tell us whether alert is open or not. Okay, this particular value whatever is coming from is alert open should be true. To equals equal to true, boolean value true, right? So here let me add a comment here to validate alert box, right? And here we are validating alert message. Okay, so two types of assertion we are adding now. One is alert is present or not. Another one is to validate the alert text which is displayed on the alert box. Okay, let me run this change. It is entering the username, clicking on sign in button. So this particular test case got passed. That means that both of the assertion got passed. So to summarize, in WebdriverIO we can handle pop-ups or alerts. To handle alerts, we have a different methods available in WebdriverIO. So to check whether a pop-up is available or not, we use isAlertOpen. To get the text of the pop-ups, we use a get alert text method, and to accept the particular OK button or to accept the pop-up, we use the accept alert method. Okay. Please do try out this and let me know if you have any questions, and subscribe for this channel for more videos. Thank you.